Welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. This is episode 6. In this episode we have a checklist of many things that has to be done. And it's also October 19th, so this means winter is coming. It's gonna be the first challenge for the Republic, so there's a lot of things to be done. So let's start. Prison is done, so I need to deliver food, meat and clothes for the prisoners. I'm going to use a DO to deliver food and clothes, but for meat it's just gonna be one truck. Wait until loading in the prison. I find this very useful. I don't like to put refrigerated trucks into distribution office, simply because the quantity of meat that needs to be delivered is just way too small. Now I like to name all my lines so everything is nicely organized and I can easily find what I need. So give me a moment while I deal with this. If you remember, I mentioned a checklist that needs to be done. So prison was the first thing to be done. Now I need more residentials and I need to keep building them so young people don't run away from the Republic. I always need to give them more space in the buildings so they can move in. If young people can't move in, they don't want to live with parents, they run away. Alright, that's two things done. Now the next thing is dealing with the prison. Now I don't want to put 100% into propaganda because loyalty is capped, and if you have 10,000 monuments it's gonna be capped at 35, 6, 7%. So there's no point putting 100% into propaganda. Put some into propaganda and then put rest into happiness is great. Reduce alcohol addiction is even better. And if you like culture, put it into culture. Same thing for orphanage. You don't need everything in loyalty. Alright, so the brick wall is done. That's nice. Both sides. Great. So now the entrance. I'll put it into medium, high probably. So next thing that needs to be done is signals. In this game, every time trucks come to the intersection, they slow down. So if you don't fix the signals, they're always gonna slow down. Done. Now next thing, I need a distribution office. This distribution office is going to be only for export. And for now, the only thing I can export is clothes and fabrics. But I'm sure this is going to expand in the future. Alright, that's done. So the next thing, I noticed that there is lack of food in the supermarket. And the distribution office is not able to maintain enough food. So I'm going to buy one truck and send him to wait until unload food in the supermarket. This will make sure I always have food in the supermarket. Great, easy fix. Next one. So I've been thinking to redo this. I want to have the heating connection pointing towards the city. So I'll just demolish this and change it later when the roads get demolished. Second clothes factory is about to be done, so this means our clothes export is about to increase pretty much nicely. Alright, so the next thing I want to start building the rail construction office. But before I do that, I gotta build the roads. Okay, so I'm gonna upgrade these two and then connect this one, and that's gonna be a cutoff. I don't need these two roads to be built. And upgrade all of these roads. Once I upgrade the roads, then I'm gonna start building the rail construction office. This is a warehouse with the technical service. Now I can finally start fixing my own vehicles. Okay, so warehouse is done. I need to deliver things. But before that, let's set up everything. I need fabrics, both components, plastic and electronics. Done. Now go to construction. No. Cover the whole distribution office. Deliver everything around. So first let's set up everything. I'm gonna take it about 30%. I don't need more. The technical office doesn't require a lot of resources. Yeah, that's it. And now just copy it to the other DO. Now the technical office itself requires steel and aluminum. So I need to set up open hole distribution office. Well, since I'm here, I'll add another truck. Alright, so 3 open holes. Alright, technical office done. Now I set the maximum range and then I turn off all the aluminum. You don't need aluminum. Aluminum is only used, or aluminum, whatever you like, is used only for helicopters and planes. Set up people. Oh, I almost forgot trucks. How about I get the YAG just for the sake of difference, I guess. Now set up steel delivery. I'll set it up about 50%. That's about 10 tons. This is basically 2 truck deliveries. Alright, moving on. Distribution office is almost finished. Like I said, this is only exports only, so 2 trucks will probably be fine. Yeah, and I'm gonna set this up to about later. Let's upgrade the road first before the trucks come. Alright, trucks are here. So I'm gonna set it up about 10%. 10% resources are gonna be left inside, so this means my cover trucks from the distribution office can use this resource to feed my people. So I'll remove clothes and fabric from the customs house and take it from the warehouse. Copy, done. It's probably a mistake to uncheck fabrics from the customs house because I don't think there's gonna be enough fabrics inside the warehouse. I'll check this on this later and see what happens. Lots of things got finished. Construction is going really fast actually. I'm really happy about this. Oh, even the roads are done. This was really fast. Wow. I'm trying to make a service road, but yeah, this is just not happening. I did one there in the half of it, but still. Okay, let's move on. I'm really surprised how fast construction is going. This is pretty crazy. But I do have a lot of vehicles and construction offices. Now, hotels next. Once this is done, I'm going to start building the hill, the tourist hill. Vehicles are being repaired. And the prison doesn't have water. This is what I noticed. Luckily, it's a very easy fix. I have an open pipe just ready to connect. This is why I always leave extra connections, especially with pipes, pumps. I can just easily expand. I don't need to build any extra infrastructure. So the checklist is going really well. A lot of things was done, but a lot more to be done. Okay, here I saw a perfect chance to make some type of gravel, some type of construction hub place. And everything worked fine until I tried to connect with the rail and just didn't work out. I didn't want to cut out this part because I put a lot of time into trying to make this work and in the end it failed. So I'm going to speed up and cut the unnecessary parts so you can still watch what I tried to do, how I tried to do, and how much I failed. So I started with a couple of gravel quarries. And then I needed to connect them here. Of course I need a storage, but the biggest issue is how do I get the gravel out of the storage into the trains? The hill is blocking my way and it's just a lot of trouble. I tried changing the storage. This one kind of looked a little bit better. I tried, didn't work. Then I tried the long one and it kind of worked only with this aggregate loading. But I just felt awkward with the train connection. I'll show you later. Yeah, this one was weird. This one also worked, but I just didn't know how to get the train in. See, I need to cut the highway with the train, and I just didn't feel good doing that. So I decided to completely give up on all this thing. So now I'm searching for a new gravel source. There's nothing here. Man, I'm losing my voice. Okay, so I found gravel here. And I decided, okay, it's nice open area, there's a lot of space. I'm gonna do a construction hub here. So don't worry too much about the percentage here. 20, 30, it's all fine. It doesn't affect anything. It just affects the speed of digging the gravel out. That's it. So it's not a big deal. Oh, by the way, so the snow is falling. I have the slow time turned on 4 times slower. So you're gonna see what I see. This is what I'm trying to show. Because of the 4 times slower speed, it's affecting notifications and these visuals. It's going to play back 4 times. And also, since I'm talking about this, another bad thing about slow time thing is that you're gonna have 4 earthquakes. Yeah, I already happen to have 4 earthquakes happen to me. So I had to load back and play the game again. If earthquakes starts happening often, I'm probably gonna have to turn them off. Because 4 earthquakes just cleans the city completely. Alright, anyways, moving on. So gravel processing plant. I'm gonna put 1 now, but later I need 2. So this is gravel storage. I need the gravel storage to be connected to the train loading facility. So it's kind of hard to fit everything together. Alright, I can finally start working on the rail construction office. Notify everything. Now I can go back to planning things. This road is gonna connect back to the highway for sure. Okay, now train loading. I'm gonna use the bigger one. These are much cheaper than the modern one, so I'm really happy they did this. Oh, and this is a gravel recycling plant. I'm going to recycle construction waste here, and it's going to directly feed into the gravel storage. So it's kind of 2-in-1. It's always a little bit difficult to fix everything together, and at the end you gotta connect it to the roads. So this always takes a couple of tries. Now that this hill is in the way, I'm gonna have to move it back a little bit. Like this much. Alright, that's nice. Alright, so in this space here on the left side, I need things for the construction industry. So truck aggregate loading will be here. Asphalt plant and concrete plant. So I gotta fit them all together here. So this is a concrete plant. I totally forgot about concrete storage. I'll deal with that later. Not sure how, but I'll deal with it. I think I have a small modded storage. The vanilla ones are insanely massive and huge. Totally unnecessary and over expensive. So I did download a modded one, a small one. Alright, now everything needs to be connected with bus stuff. So I'm thinking this is probably enough range to connect everything. Now let's check. Here, I think I need a footpath here. It should be enough to connect. Well, I'm going to upgrade it to gravel. I always do this, and it's probably not enough range if it's not gravel. Now that's ugly, so a little bit here, and then I pull out this one a little bit, and now I connect them. It looks better. I guess it looks a little bit better. Okay, now it's done. Let's check the accessibility now, and everything is connected. That's good. Very good. And here, oops, I forgot a road connection. It's not a big deal. Easy fix. Done. Okay, that's another thing that's been settled down. Here I see a good chance to have a gas station. I'll probably add it later, not now. No need to spend too much time in this area. It's still not close enough to being built. Let's give it a check. And everything is looking nice. Okay, moving on to other things. I want to upgrade this road. A lot of trucks seems to be going in this road, and it's pretty slow during winter. So gravel roads are going to help with that. But before I upgrade one road, I need to give it a big service road like this. Alright, now we can get finally into some good research. The research that actually matters. So the first thing I'm gonna do is, well, let's check the tree. So I don't need any of this right now. It's way too early. Don't need. Metallurgy, yes, I need these things. I don't need this. I need this. None of these things, I don't care. I want concrete badly, but not right away. Soviet functionalism is something really nice. It unlocks a lot of nice buildings. This is all too early. So I'm gonna jump into metallurgy, and I will explain later. You will see why it will make perfect sense. And no, I'm not gonna go into steel. That's way too far away. I noticed this is happening with the heating plants, so there's a way to fix this, make it better. I'm gonna use a bus. And then directly send it into the heating plant. So I have buses going to the bus stop and to the heating plant. So this increases frequency of the buses and increases the chances of completely stacking the heating plant non-stop 24/7. Yeah, if your heating plant is not turned on all the time, this happens and people are not happy about it. They die, they get sick, and they just run away. So having more frequency of buses increases the chances of having people there all the time. Alright, moving on. So this is what I wanted to do with the heating plant. I wanted to have those heating connections facing to the city. Now I'm checking if it's working, are people all the time in there, and it seems to be going better. Temperature is really high right now, so I think this is working really nicely. Okay, move on. If you remember, I demolished a little sports field here. It doesn't have a lot of people in it, and it doesn't work during winter, so I wanted to put a indoor pool here, and I think it can fit, and it can fit perfectly actually. So this gallery here, I put it in the middle, and if I remove it and just put it a little bit to the side, I can squeeze two buildings inside. So it's bothering me too much. This means it's gotta go. Bye-bye. Just click notify so I know when it's done. Alright, moving on. So hotel is done. This is really good. I can finally start playing with hotels. So let's spend some time here, plan the area, and we can finish the episode. I'm just gonna try something, just put some whatever layout, and if I like it, I'll keep it. If I don't like it, I'll change some things. But before I start, let me deal with snow. It's just blinding my eyes. No way, I'm not doing this hotel, it's just way too massive. This one is good, I'll maybe take it. But I want to start with this one, maybe two of the mountain hotels. Because they have like 10 people and 20 tourists. Or maybe 30, I don't remember. So two of them will be for now, okay. I don't plan a massive tourist place here. Let's pretend this lighthouse is actually a sightseeing tower. The sightseeing towers are locked behind some research that's really far away. So I'm gonna use this light sightseeing tower. So I definitely want to have a restaurant and a pub here, or a cafe. I want to sell my own food and alcohol to the tourists. Okay, tourists also go to cultural buildings, so maybe a gallery there. All the other buildings are way too big, just massive. Also, tourists want sports, they do go to sports facilities and they pay money for it. I think they pay money for these facilities. Yeah, they pay. You can set up prices for it. Yeah, like an entrance fee. Yeah, they pay for this. I thought about swimming pool will look really perfect there. I'm gonna remove the indoor swimming pool because I have an outdoor swimming pool and put sports center there. No, that's massive. No way. And I'm gonna remove the gallery because gallery is 1 star. Here you can see it's 1 star. But the museum is 3 stars and it's not a big building. I like this hotel. I'm probably gonna put it here somewhere. I can start upgrading this road. And I need a bus station to deliver workers and tourists. I guess this is fine. It needs to reach everyone, that's the thing. Footpath to connect everything. I don't like the sports facility there. I'm gonna just remove it. This hotel looks nicer here. I'm gonna put it here and then remove this one. I don't like this one there. I don't want to have 3 same hotels. That's kind of boring. Something is missing here, and I'm thinking Ferris wheel. It's a very empty area. Yeah, I think it fits nice. I'm gonna keep it here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do in this spot. I tried a couple of things, but I'm gonna leave it empty for now, and later just put something. Yeah, I said I'm gonna delete the gallery and replace it with museum. I almost forgot right here. So gallery bye-bye and museum in, if I can find it. No, not this one. Yeah, this one. And I think it looks better. It fits more better and it's 3 stars. Should give more profit. Yeah, I think that's it for now. I might change things, I might not change things. But for sure I gotta build this road. Some service roads to speed up construction. Yeah, I still can't reach what's happening. No, I need to start from here. Oh, that's right, that's right. Alright, done. That's it. Thanks for watching. This is episode 7. If you like the episode, you can send a like, and if you want to watch more, you can subscribe. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.